Before the advent of modern chemistry, it was considered as a strange and exotic study, fit only for lunatics. It was called as alchemy, and as Wikipedia describes it, it is the ancient branch of natural philosophy, the modern chemistry and pharmacology, philosophical and proto-scientific tradition practiced throughout Asia, Europe, and Africa. It aimed to purify, mature, and perfect certain objects. This era can be considered as the darkest ages of chemistry, as no actual scientific practices took place in alchemy. So let's discuss about the Dark Ages. In brief, alchemy is totally nuts. Main objectives of the study included turning cheap metals like lead into gold, creation of the elixir of immortality, which makes the drinker immortal, creation of panaceas, a single cure to all known diseases, and the creation of Alchemist, a universal solvent. Alchemic practitioners came up with an idea along the way that two of these feats could be achieved by a single object, which got a rather cool name: the Philosopher's Stone, a stone capable of turning anything it touches into gold and can produce the elixir of immortality. Just don't ask how. Hunt for the stone began, and theories came up about how it could be found in the world. Others came up with rather interesting recipes to create one. Here's an example. Firstly, take some alum. That's a compound of aluminium, sulfur, potassium, and oxygen. Then add some coal dust and pyrites, which is iron ore, and a few drops of mercury into it. Mix well. Stir in an ounce of cinnamon, the spice, and half a dozen of egg yolks. Keep stirring until the mixture is sticky and hard. Then add a generous dollop of fresh horse dung. Keep stirring. Finally, add sal ammoniac, which is a poisonous mixture of ammonia and chlorine found in volcanoes. Bake the mixture in an oven for 6 hours. The result should be pure gold, that's if you're lucky. Trust me on this one, though it sounds extremely convincing, this does not work. Why do you think I make YouTube videos for a living? Modern chemistry is said to have begun with Antoine Lavoisier, who is still considered as the father of chemistry. He was the first to discover that water was made up of hydrogen and oxygen atoms. He found out that air was a mixture of gases and that diamonds were made of carbon. After he directed sunlight to a diamond and it went up in smoke. He was also the first person to state that matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Due to the fact that he was a tax collector during the French Revolution, he lost his head as he was executed. Science is never appreciated. Lavoisier had started the clockwork necessary for one of the most amazing centuries of humankind, starting with John Dalton, who proposed the atomic theory, stating that all objects in the universe is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. With the help of J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, and his disciple Bohr, the atom got a definitive shape. Meanwhile, Avogadro and others worked on the qualitative and quantitative analysis of matter. Chemistry was no longer a strange study. It was meaningful and had a bright future ahead. It all started with Erwin Schrödinger and Werner Heisenberg. Heisenberg came up with a theory that we do not know where the electron in an atom is, since we find out where it is using a beam of light reflecting off of it. Since the light beam gives the electron enough energy, it gets knocked out to a new position. This is called Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. With this principle in mind, Erwin Schrödinger created the new model of the atom, which is drastically different from the last one. Along came Einstein with his ideas, considering time as another dimension. Though you may think he affected physics more than chemistry, his ideas changed the shape of the atom in ways in which it deserves a video of its own. For now, we don't know much about big things, small things, cold things, hot things, gravity, and turbulence. Thanks, Einstein. Though we still have